What were you expecting to get out of doing this? What did you expect to get from killing Malcolm?
Gil.
You think you would have been made a hero?
Actually, at that time, to kill Malcolm, I wasn't thinking in terms necessarily of being a hero. I was thinking really in terms of doing what I felt had to be done as a member of the Nation of Islam, FOI, accepting the Honorable Elijah Muhammad as a messenger of God. I felt that he was being slandered, castigated at that time, and I felt that in doing what I did, participating in this like I did, I felt that it was only an act of my duty at that time to participate in it. This was my feelings. Not that I was seeking any kind of heroism or anything like that, but I felt that as a member of the Fruit of Islam, Nation of Islam at that time, that for me to stand up in regards to what was taking place was the right thing to do. This was my feelings then.
But not now.
No, a lot has changed. A lot has changed. We had tried to find out when we could actually carry this out. One time, I recall, we had passed Malcolm's house. His house was heavily guarded, so it was obvious that nothing could be done at that particular time, you know. And it was very difficult to say where he would be, whether he would be here, whether he would be there. So eventually, we knew that he would be speaking at the Audubon Ballroom. And beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is a place that we could be sure that he would be. And this is how we had came to decide that we would carry this out at the Audubon Ballroom.
Why would, of all places, you pick the Audubon in full view of hundreds of his followers? Why would you pick such a place? I mean, certainly this was not a kamikaze. You were certainly planning to live through this. One would think that you were really narrowing your chances of longevity in pulling off a deal in front of his followers.
I don't know, maybe there's a lot of truth to that. But at that time, as I recall it, it was just a place, the only place that I knew of that we could possibly be sure that he would be there. And that taking into consideration the number of people and crowd psychology, we felt that we could do this.
What do you mean, crowd psychology?
The situation of a crowd, a lot of people, something happens, confusion and things like this here.
In the previous visits to the ballroom, what was your purpose? To figure out escape routes?
To look the place over. To look the place over and to figure out a plan of action.
Tell me where you sat.
Down in the front row, basically on the left-hand side, close to the front of the stage.
You mean down around in that area?
Yeah, wherever the rows started, around down in here somewhere.
Towards the center aisle?
Towards. Right.
Now, when you got there, you all came in the same car?
Yes.
And 3 people were armed. You, another man who had a pistol, another man who had a shotgun. The 4th person had a smoke bomb?
Yes.
And the 5th person was unarmed?
Yes. Yes.
Now, there are exits on either side of the stage. This is the only one in the picture. Was there any plan for anybody to leave by that exit?
As I recall, the exit was not considered at the time. I don't know whether that was because it was locked, chained, or what. But the exit was not considered as a means of leaving. We thought to leave by going back toward the entrance.
Coming back out towards
Coming back out toward the entrance that we had came in and moving with the crowd.
So tell me exactly what happened that day when it happened.
We arrived early. We drifted in. 2 at a time, or 1 at a time. But going in, you know, not together. We got there early. I remember Leon and myself coming in early, walking down to the front and taking a seat in front on the left-hand side, close to the middle aisle.
What about this scuffle in the back where somebody had his hand in somebody's pocket or something?
Well, that was part of, to distract the people in regards to, at the same time when the brother came out to start speaking, the brother would cause a distraction. And during the distraction, brother who fired the shotgun would fire the shotgun. And that's basically what we did.
So your eyes were not on the scuffle that was taken back, the diversionary scuffle, but you were watching Malcolm.
Yes.
So Malcolm walked out and he said his greeting.
Right.
And the next thing you know, you heard the scuffle, and then the man stood up behind you with a shotgun, fired the shot.
Yes.
And then you?
Myself and the other brother, we just fired out, walked toward the stage a few steps, fired our guns in that direction, broke toward the back.
Do you remember where you hit Malcolm?
No, I don't.
How many shots? Did you empty your piece?
No, I don't think I did empty my gun. I fired off a few shots. Fired off a few.